In this video, I'm going to show you how I made $61,000 in just 1 year with one property and what I should have done knowing what I know today in order to set myself up even further for the future. If we haven't met before, my name is James Holloway and I've been investing in real estate for a little under 3 years now. Here on this YouTube channel, I teach you what you need to know about real estate investing in order to create a life you love on your own terms. Around the age of 20 to 22, I was working for a news station making $12.50 an hour. Now, honestly, I thought I was balling because I've never been able to make that kind of money. I was always making $7.25 per hour because I was working minimum wage jobs. Well, you can imagine my shock a few months later. I was still living in a crappy apartment where people were trying to break in every so often. And honestly, that's all I could afford. There was 1 month that I actually had to sell my Xbox just to pay for gas so I could drive to work in order to make it to payday. Long story short, I joined the military, and while I was in the military, I racked up some serious credit card debt, but a few years later, I found out about real estate investing, and then 3 years after that, I created my financial freedom. This is what I did and what I should have done better. Now, I was kind of lucky, and I ended up being in a high appreciation market like Colorado Springs. The market there was appreciating about 10% a year. Now, the houses there were selling between $300,000 and $350,000. So if you're quick on your feet with math, 10% of $300K is $30,000 and $350,000 is $35,000. If you've been following me here on this YouTube channel for a while, you've heard me talk about my version of house hacking. Now, my version of house hacking is where you live in a high appreciation market, you buy a single family home, you ride that appreciation wave a year, and after that 1 year, you sell the property, take those profits, roll them into more and more properties. This is where it all started. I was driving around neighborhoods where I thought other people would want to live after we sell the property, and honestly where I wanted to live because it would be a safe neighborhood for me and my family. While I was driving around these neighborhoods, I saw a sign outside in the front yard of this house saying coming soon. So what that means is the property isn't on the market yet, but they're getting it ready to put it on the market. Don't worry, you don't have to be driving around all these neighborhoods because I have a better way, like I said earlier. And I was really hoping to talk to the homeowner. And to my surprise, whenever they opened the door, it was the homeowner. We got to talking and we agreed on a price that was beneficial to both of us. I knew that this property was worth $350,000 and we had an agreed upon price of $320,000. Before I got it under contract, before I even started driving around the neighborhoods, I knew what the properties around the area were being sold for, and I knew that this property that had the coming soon sign in front of it was worth $350,000. I knew that because of the house, the location, etc. And if you don't know how to run your numbers on properties, at the end of this video, go ahead and just search it in my YouTube channel because I have a few videos on that topic. Since I was active duty military, I could utilize what's known as a VA loan. What a VA loan is, it allows you to put 0% down on a property. So literally, I didn't come out of pocket for anything, but honestly, we did put $20,000 down just to make the monthly payments a little bit easier for us. Now, fast forward a year, we sold that property for $381,000. And just a little side note, you're probably not in the military, probably not active duty, you can't utilize a VA loan. But what you can use is what's known as an FHA loan, where you can put 3.5% to 5% down on a property. That's significantly less than 20%. Now, again, quick on your feet, 20% of $300K house is $60,000. Most people don't have that, but you can utilize the FHA loan to put 3.5% to 5% down. Here's what I should have done. I should have got set up with automatic email listings whenever a property hits the market. Now, what this does is whenever you contact a real estate agent, you tell them like, hey, I want to get set up with automatic email listings. They're going to put you on this listing that whenever a property hits the market, you're going to get an email from them. This is a lot better than utilizing Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, because those websites, those real estate websites, they take a few hours to update. And if you don't want to pay the highest price, if you don't want to pay in all cash, you want to be the first person to know about this property so you can go see it and make an offer on it. Now, if you don't want any competition, there's gonna be a link down below this video to my free ebook. It's 13 ways to find off-market properties ebook, completely for free. It's all for you. But along with getting set up with automatic email listings, I should have did the OG way of house hacking. The original way of house hacking is where you buy a single family home and you rent out the rooms, or you buy a duplex, triplex, or fourplex and you rent out the units. Utilize an FHA loan, so you only have to put 3.5% to 5% down. And whenever you're renting out the units or the rooms, theoretically, you're going to be living mortgage free because the other units are going to pay for your mortgage and possibly a little bit of cash flow. While my version of house hacking worked, I was still having to pay a mortgage, so money was coming out of my pocket every single month. Now, I did have a big payout at the end of the year, but I'd still much rather have had that cash flow monthly than a big payout at the end. It still all worked out because I got this big chunk of money that I could go and utilize into more and more properties. And honestly, I'm okay with that because I wouldn't be where I'm at today if that didn't happen. But if I was to do the original way of house hacking, I probably would have been able to become financially free in 2 years rather than 3 years, based off of how high the rents were in my area. But hey, you live and you learn, and that's why I'm telling you about this today so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Now, if you want a more in-depth detail on the original way of house hacking, there's gonna be a video popping up right here if that's something that you're interested in. But until the next video, I'm out. See ya.